it is.
Hello, boys. Hello, girls. Hello, non-binary folk, and welcome back to the judgiest place on the on the internet. My name's Josh.
My name's Rick.
And my name's Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Judgies. Back and wetter than ever.
What?
It's been raining.
It has been raining a lot, but I don't like that opening.
Yeah, that was awful.
I don't like how-
Vile.
I don't like how it went from...
Should I carrot you already?
No.
No?
What if I say something worse later?
Yeah, but I'll get it back.
Not until the next half.
Yeah, but when is the last time you've had a double carrot episode?
I've been on my best behavior, Erica.
You have.
It's the old
Christian's gotten bonked more than you.
I've been getting bonked a lot.
You have.
Yeah.
That's not false. I do have a little thing at the top here.
Oh, okay.
First of all, thanks to everybody who came to our Thanksgiving live stream.
Oh, dude, that was so fun.
Thank you.
It was so fun. We had great turnout. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it the entire time. Don't remember it really.
It does feel like it was just like a fugue state.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the concoction you ate. Just it's your body doing a defense mechanism. You're like, you can't repress this.
I have PTSD from the thing I ate. Yeah.
The
The Watergate
mush.
salad.
If you weren't able to attend live, it is on Patreon. If you just give any amount of money, $1 tier or anything, you can see it live and alive. And it was a good time. I had a lot of fun with it.
It was very fun.
Stick around to the end, and if you got a bingo, then we'll read your name out.
What?
I do have to say though, the camera picking up our food,
Oh, it made it look so bad.
the ham was like green, dude. It was insane. It looked really gross. It wasn't that gross in person, but
No.
on camera it was fucking hideous.
Yeah, it had like no contrast or color. Like everything looked this. It looked like if you were making a movie about how bad prison food is.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
yes,
here's the
that's exactly
filter. Here's the prison food filter.
That's exactly how it felt.
I'm trying to find something. Hang on.
Uh-oh, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, here we go. And we got this really nice email, so I want to read it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thoughts? I just thought it was a really
About the Thanksgiving episode?
no, just in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is from Abby.
Abby.
I'm not even kidding. I have it screenshotted. I was going to read it later if you didn't read it.
What were you gonna read it for?
She also submitted a story.
Oh.
Don't worry, Abby. We'll get to your story too.
Okay, well, here it is. Hi, Judgies and friends.
Hello.
My name is Abby. You can use it on the pod. My friends just call me Abby. Oh, fuck. That was I skipped over that one. When I read
You
it.
got him. You got him with
Very
that
good.
one.
Please don't use my name on the pod. I'm sorry, okay? I had to do the bet. You can actually use my name.
Oh, I was about to panic.
Yeah, I'll fall for it.
First time listener, long time listener. Just want to tell you all what a great show you have. I found the podcast back in May, listened to every episode, and I am dutifully working to recruit more piss babies. I even added a
love to
button
hear
to
that.
my home screen to take me straight to the pod so I can get my fix.
Wow.
How do I do that? How do we all do that?
I got my sister to listen, and she also loves it. We live in different states, so it gives us something fun to connect over. So thanks, guys.
Love that.
I know you get this feedback a lot, but we both think it really does feel like hanging out with friends. A rare piece of feedback might be that we both also love the Halloween Power Hour episodes.
Hell yeah.
The more unhinged, the better. Big fan of the 8-second sounds, Lamau.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Was that slowed down by 2%?
Since discovering your podcast, I've barely gone a day without listening. I pretty much stopped listening to music or other podcasts. The theme song lives rent-free in my head, and I shamelessly reference your bits and sound bites even when I know people won't get it. All the more opportunities to plug the pod, I say.
ABP, baby.
Bites or bits and bites.
Bits and bites.
There's something really special about the combination of your personalities and sense of humor. Josh, your shotgun approach gets you a lot of boos from Erica.
Yeah.
But you've had a lot of really frickin' funny jokes, honestly.
Preach.
You're extremely quick-witted and not afraid to really get creative. You come up with a lot of my favorite circle jerges, spelled the Christian way.
The right way?
Jerges.
Yeah.
And
We're only going to
segments.
use the first letter of that portmanteau.
Okay.
No. I fear it's not a portmanteau. It's more of an amalgamation of letters.
Okay.
So in my mind,
No.
because I spell it Jurdges.
Yeah.
So I use the DGES, I guess, from Judge.
I use JER from jerk.
Right.
And the rest from judge.
Yeah.
I think it changes every time I write it. So
Your poetry game is also on point. I can tell you put in a lot of work out the pod to really take it up a notch. You are the engine of the pod, and it's been really cool to see you step in that role and crush it.
I absolutely agree with that.
Erica,
it's been that way since the beginning.
spelled wrong. Sorry.
Spelled my name wrong?
Ericka.
Oh, that's the worst way.
Almost.
That's the worst way.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that
You
way
prefer
at all.
Shocked.
You prefer just a C?
If you're
Well,
gonna
I
do it
prefer
wrong.
a K. Oh, if you're going to do it wrong,
Yeah.
I guess. The CKA just like makes it feel icky.
It
There's an
looks so
extra
lo-
letter. I don't like it.
It looks so long.
It's
with
so
the
much
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You are exactly the right amount of political for me. You are the gravity on the pod, and it wouldn't be the same without you.
That's
I'm a
true.
woman very close to your age, and I actually really like that you make sure those boys are no tall men. Metaphorically, because Christian is canonically 6'7".
Yes.
You find the most outrageous stories and bring the juiciest drama. You are also so funny and smart, so pretty, so kind, and so deliciously judgmental.
Thank you.
I must confess that I used to not wash my hands after every single pee.
Oh.
Like when I didn't even touch anything and I just went 10 minutes ago.
Judging you.
But you shamed me into washing my hands. So
Good.
now I
Yes.
do it every time.
Abby,
Proud of you. Thank you.
Come
I'm
back
not
to the
judging
right
you anymore.
side.
Come back downtown, Abby. Your takes are funny and they actually help me grow as a person. That's a pretty lit skill. Definitely big sis vibes.
I am a big sister. I have to tell you about my sister in a minute when you're done.
Speaking of sister, Sister Christian, you're my favorite host. I also have ADHD, and your takes make me feel very validated in my experience as a neurodivergent person. I always love the poop talk. I think it's really funny how you just always come out of left field with your jokes. I get the impression that you don't really have to try to be funny. You just blurt out what's on your mind, and it's golden. You have so much personality and so many sides to yourself. You're the glue on the pod and the wild card.
That's all I've ever wanted to be.
You're
You
always-
definitely are the wild card.
You're always keeping me on my toes and keeping Ricky and Josh on the same page. You're the catalyst making the whole thing really work, and you're always keep things feeling light and playful. I think you're a lot smarter than you let on, and you're so unpretentious and sweet. I've never heard unpretentious. Have I?
I haven't either. I'm glad to hear that.
Aurora, not present at the moment. She was supposed to be. You're more than just the girlfriend of the pod and producer. I love it when you're a guest. I love hearing Josh's segments about you, and I love hearing your musical little giggles. You're completely adorable and hilarious. Everyone has made me laugh out loud, but you're the only one who's made me scream laugh in public.
I want to know what she said.
I do know what caused a scream laugh. You have such a big heart and such a gorgeous outlook on life from what I've seen. You're very talented and creative. Your songs and performances are always low-key, super good. Clearly, I'm obsessed with the show. Love you all and hope the show will have many more seasons of fun. Keep up the great work. Hugs and pisses, XP. P.S. If you say which wristwatch is a Swiss wristwatch on the pod, I will donate to your Patreon over at patreon.com/judgiespod. I'll probably do it either way just because I really want y'all to try to say it. Okay, love you, bye, moi.
Wow.
Say it again.
Which wristwatch is a Swiss wristwatch?
Okay. Which wristwatch
Mm-hmm.
is a Swiss wristwatch?
Yeah. Now say it
Which-
like a normal person.
Which wristwatch? Which wristwatch is this wristwatch?
Yeah, I think you nailed it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Thank you so much, Abby. That was very beautifully
That was so
written.
sweet.
Yeah. I just feel like this is the season for giving us compliments.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
For sure.
I do feel like she really did nail everything. I do feel like you're the engine of the pod. We wouldn't exist if you weren't here. We
Yeah.
would have 10 viewers still.
Yep.
And I guess
And I'm 9 of them.
Huh. I guess I'm the glue.
I hate that.
I'm horse bones, baby.
I love.
I didn't like that.
I'm gonna instead of giving you a. I don't want to say I hate this about you. I love that you're the wild card.
Okay.
Like I'm jealous of that fact.
Yeah.
I've moved up from dark horse.
Yeah.
I've previously been referred to as the dark horse of the podcast. I don't know what that means to this day.
I guess it was Dark Horse was like before they could tell that you were gonna make a silly joke, but you decided not to,
Okay.
and now you just say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think that happens. I recently have been getting bonked a lot for that exact thing.
Very true. Erica, sister story?
Oh, I just, I talk a lot of shit about my sister sometimes.
Yeah.
And we all know my sister's been Hot Mess, leader of the Hot Mess Express here for quite a while.
Love that movie.
But she has done a lot to like get her shit together, and she's tried really hard in the last like 2 years especially to get herself into a better place, and she's come so far, and I'm so proud of her.
Love that for her.
And yeah, she recently got into like some legal trouble, nothing insane, for something that happened 2 years ago. And my grandpa found out about it and called and like bitched at her, and like he never calls for any reason ever, but just called to bitch at her. And I'm like worried that it's gonna set her back, and I feel bad.
Like bringing old shadows back. that
Yeah.
you feel like she's moved past.
Yeah, like he just kept saying about how he's disappointed in her and how she, needs to get her life together and all this shit. And I'm just like, man,
Read the room, Gramps.
I know.
For
And that's
you.
the thing, like, she's just done so well. And, I can talk shit.
Yeah. You're the big sis.
I can talk shit because I'm there. I'm in her life. I see who she is. I talk to her daily. This guy hasn't talked to her in how long? He doesn't know her anymore.
Yeah.
And he'll come in and talk shit and like bring her down. And I just want everybody to know that my sister's kicking ass lately. Figuratively, not literally.
Or was that the legal trouble?
For legal reasons, I cannot answer.
I love that, Erica.
But if you see or know my sister, tell her that she's doing well, because she is. And if you're my grandpa, fuck you. That was pretty rude of you.
It's crazy if a grandpa's listening to this, though. I feel
That
like
would be wild.
There
I
is
don't
the
think he does.
technology gap. Here, we got some mail. Christian, you want to read this? It wasn't a package, but when I shook the pack, I just like grabbed the package,
Yeah,
and I was like,
sure.
I feel like somebody
He
didn't.
shook it like it was a Christmas present and said, please be Legos, please be Legos.
Well, I did do that. You caught me red-handed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really fear that we shouldn't have been receiving Legos, because it sounded like Legos.
A
And
lot like Legos.
It got shipped in this frame, and the frame was shattered. So I just took the glass pieces out and hung it and mounted the picture.
I
it's
like it.
fucking sick. It's so cool.
So this is the note with that.
Hey, Judgies.
Hello.
You can say my name. My name is Sarah.
Yes.
It's that little thing at the end.
It's an
throwing
H.
me off. It's an H?
Her name's actually a portmanteau between Sarah and Scarab. It's actually Sarab.
Okay. And
Doesn't it kind of look like a bee?
it does.
Yeah, like a smushed bee.
Yep. And I just wanted to say thank you for the awesome podcast. I have been training for a marathon. Holy shit.
Wow.
And your podcast keeps the why the fuck did I sign up for this thoughts at bay.
Listen, why the fuck did you sign up for this?
Also, very funny. Next time it's my episode, I'm only going to do stories from people who regret running marathons.
If you ran a marathon and you regret it, send them in. You guys are so funny and have such an amazing report. I know the last thing this world needs is another podcaster, but y'all have inspired me to finally get the gears turning on my own podcast.
You're
Hell
an
yeah.
artist, a marathon runner, hopefully, and a podcaster.
It's the triple threat,
You're
baby.
saying busy.
That's what the triathlon now is these days.
You
have to-
right?
you have to podcast for 20 miles.
For 20 miles.
I'd be plugging, but it doesn't come out until December. Thank you for all the laughs.
Unfortunately, it's not December yet.
Stories, insights, wisdom, and of course, poop stories.
Love that.
Today that we're recording is December 1st.
12-1.
Pisses and kisses to you three, Pod Baby Olson and revered
Yep.
girlfriend of the pod, Aurora. Best, Sarah. It looks so much more like Sarah at the bottom.
Yeah.
It does. Agreed.
Humble piss baby.
Love
Thank
that.
you.
Love that. So if you take a look over my right shoulder, it's a nice little like 70s inspo
I
drawings.
fucking love it so much.
Like almost Beatles-esque.
Yeah.
And in the stripes, I fear it's not going to get caught well on camera, so I'll take a picture. An editor can put it right here and move it around with my hand. Christian, if you don't want to do that, just cut to you guys when I said that.
Editor.
But in the stripes, it says like mission failed. We'll get them next time. Oops. Lambasted. Like, so it's like cat egg. Yum. So it's like a bunch of quotes from our show, and it's very, very cool. National Pepper Pod Day.
I love it so
Hugs and pisses. It's very, very cool. I do need to tape down that corner a little bit better, but it works so perfectly in the studio.
It's
we
gorgeous.
Love it so much. Thank you, Abby. Sarah.
That's
Abby was the
fucked up.
email.
That's fucked up.
Well, I don't just fuck up on the podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And sweet little baby boy Christian did it this week.
And sometimes
Everybody's
off-submitter
favorite.
Zorion does that for us.
Zorian.
Trigger warning. Sexual harassment, sexual assault, maybe.
Oh, Molly, close your ears. Oh, we didn't talk about that because
Yeah.
that was on the live stream. You got it. There's a new podcast dog.
That's right. I adopted a new dog. Her name's Molly, and she is a fucking freak.
She's
a
so cute
fucking
and sweet
freak.
and lovely.
Yeah.
She is a perfect little baby girl.
I love her so much. All right. Oh, I got her a Christmas present, just so you know.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's
She
so cute. She's
is-
going to love it.
Such an attention, like, loving dog. She's going to love opening up all of her presents.
Am I the asshole for getting mad that my sister-in-law has kept a huge secret from me for years?
No?
Sorry if this is long. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 10 years now. We've had a rocky relationship to begin with. He's cheated on me before, so I have trust issues, but we're still working on things.
All right.
My brother has a wife, my sister-in-law. She's a lot younger than us. She's skinny, she's pretty, she's a great mom and wife to my brother and their kids.
Say a lot younger than us?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's always the center of attention. Even other men in our family constantly drool over her.
Weird.
It's hard not to feel insecure around her, but she is all about my brother, and she's the kindest person, so I never think negatively about her.
Okay.
It's nice of you.
We have a...
What?
Bless your heart.
Did her boyfriend cheat on her with
Oh,
her
no.
brother-in-law, sister-in-law?
Guess you'll have to listen and find out. We have a close relationship, and I often vent to her about my relationship. I noticed behavior from my boyfriend a few years ago that started making me question myself. At first, he would just stare at her a lot, laugh really hard at her jokes, and we have a family group chat. He will only reply to her or talk to her. No one else in the group chat. What the fuck? Then I noticed when we would do double dates or attend family parties, he always wanted to be next to her. If we go to dinner, he wants to sit next to her. If she needs to use the restroom, suddenly he does too. He's always trying to get her drunk. He'll just keep pouring drinks or buying her drinks. I figure it's because we are all close, but at the same time, he never acts this way towards me. I brought it up to him a few times and even joked that he seems to be in a relationship with her more than he does with me.
Well, if that's what you want, babe. You said it. I'll go date her.
About a year ago, it really started to bother me. I went through his phone and saw he was always trying to text her random things like, "How are you? How do you feel?" And she never responds to him, but like, what the hell?
How do you feel?
He doesn't even text me first. I always have to reach out to him. I've seen him send her heart eye emojis on her stories. But she never responds to him, though. He looks desperate, to be honest. He also does this to other girls, too, so I don't know what to think.
What do you mean other girls?
I assume it's like Instagram stories, so he's like,
Like models, like people he doesn't know or people he knows?
well, A, little B.
Either way, it's strange.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy.
Well, maybe he'll redeem himself in this story. We haven't figured out the secret yet. Here's my guess. They slept together before they were dating. That's my guess.
We'll see. Recently, we went on a vacation with them. My boyfriend told me to go take a nap and then left the room to go sit outside with her. He even texted her asking if she wanted to drink, and she said no, that she wanted to wait for my brother, who was also sleeping. When we were hanging out at the pool, she had a bikini on, and he wouldn't stop staring at her.
Ugh.
I spoke up and said, "What are you looking at?" And he said some bullshit that he was looking at a bird or something like that.
Yeah, a bird.
Great lie.
British.
My sister-in-law just had a baby, and when they announced they were pregnant, my boyfriend was visibly upset. You'd think his mom passed away or something. He ignored me for a week and went out every night. I thought he was going through something till they announced recently that they were pregnant again, and he's acting the same way as before.
So he knew before they announced?
No. The first time they were pregnant, he got pissy.
Yeah.
And then I assume this is the second time they're pregnant. And he's doing it again.
Oh, okay.
I just started putting 2 and 2 together, and I felt the need to confront my sister-in-law about what was going on. I asked her to meet up, and I just started asking her if there was something going on with my boyfriend and her. She swore that there wasn't, but she did have something to tell me. Apparently, he tried making moves on her. One time at our niece's birthday party, he got really drunk and took his dick out. And then tried to rub it on her.
That's not
Jesus.
That's not making a move. That's not attempting to rizz up.
No, that's
Yeah.
assault.
That's not making a move. Was all the other shit he's been doing.
Yeah. She said that she pushed him off and told him to knock it off, and he just said sorry. She said she immediately told my brother and that she wanted to tell me, but my brother said to just stay out of it. That they should just stay out of it.
It's a shit brother.
Yeah, bad person.
Also, I guess this has been going on for years. He'll make comments like, "You look so beautiful," or "You have such a nice body." She said that there was a time we all went to a club and he grabbed her boob, but acted like he was drunk and it was an accident. She also says that he has begged my brother. She also says she has begged my brother to tell me, but my brother said he cheated on her before. I doubt she'll leave him, and it'll just cause problems between all of us. They were worried it was going to affect our relationship, so they stayed quiet. I'm pissed at her. So yeah, it has ruined our relationship. I didn't even bother confronting my boyfriend because I feel so betrayed right now. My brother called me.
So you're mad at the sister-in-law?
Yeah.
And you're not even going to confront the person that's causing the problems?
The order of people you should be pissed at, in my humble opinion.
Boyfriend.
Brother. Sister-in-law.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. My brother ended up calling me up and saying I was an asshole for getting mad at my sister-in-law when I should be mad at my boyfriend.
Correct.
But they've kept this secret for years. How could I not be mad? So, am I the asshole for getting mad at my sister-in-law?
Yeah. Strangely enough, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need to, first of all, dump your boyfriend. He sucks.
Yeah.
And then apologize to your sister-in-law that your boyfriend was doing all this whole time and you were blind to it.
Yeah.
And then even after she told you what was happening, you're going to blame her?
And then also yell at your brother.
Yeah. Also yell at your brother.
That's like them keeping the secret is going to... I totally understand the fear of like... Because some people handled situations incorrectly and poorly. And like some people would be upset with the sister more than the boyfriend.
Well, those some people are fucking stupid.
Yeah. And they shouldn't do that. So I get the fear of the brother if he was truly trying to be like, I don't want you. Oh, Molly farted
Yeah,
so
that
bad.
was a dog fart. I don't want to say anything in case it's one of you guys. I don't want to embarrass
The
you.
mics will pick that up.
Do have to blow my nose, just so you know. Apologies.
So I get that if he was being true and like being like, I don't want you guys to lose your friendship, but this is assault. Like you can't keep assault under the table and just to be like, well, she's been cheated on before by him and she's still with them, so it's her fault.
Also, as her husband, if your wife is telling you like, hey, your sister's fucking boyfriend just assaulted me in the bathroom or whatever,
Yeah.
you should be fucking handling that.
Yeah.
You need to be doing something about that as her husband.
Yeah, I'm not a proponent for violence, but I don't understand how in that moment you wouldn't fucking throw a fist.
Yeah, you
For
don't-
real.
You don't tussle a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe a aggressive shove.
I was gonna say a little shoulder check.
Yeah, and whatever happens after that happens.
Some threatening at least.
Yeah.
The very least.
That's fucking wild.
Every time you guys drive to the bars together, you just stare in the rearview mirror at him, just angrily, menacingly.
Swerving in traffic because you're not looking at the road. That's crazy,
Yeah, that's
man.
wild. I hate that.
Good opening. And I love the reactions already.
Thanks, Zorian.
I think I read that one.
Oh, okay.
On Reddit or somebody sent it to you?
No, Zorian sends me stuff on Instagram all the time. So I think I read that one. I might have screenshot it.
That's crazy.
Next story comes to us from Aaron.
Jaeger?
Yeah. This one is from r/am I the asshole. Am I the asshole for drinking on my designated driver night?
Ooh.
Off the title alone, I'm going to say yeah.
Somebody sent this to the email because that's where you
Yep.
got these from, and I read the title and I didn't read any of it. The rest of it.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Well, based off the title alone, I'm going with you're an asshole. If it's your turn to be DD, you don't fuck around with that.
When I read it, I guess I didn't assume they were like at a bar and they're like, I'm the DD, and then they had a drink. In my mind, I assumed it was like, I'm gonna be at home. If you guys need a driver, call me.
And if that's
Which-
the case, you still shouldn't be drinking.
Right. But slightly better, because then it's like, I feel like if you're the DD and you're at the bar, you're more likely to drive because it's like, well, it's my car. I got to get home.
Yeah.
Compared to like, if you're not there, you'd be like, call a cab, get an Uber.
Nice sweet pea.
So, me, sweet girl. Lay down. Me and my group of close friends goes out to drink reasonably often, and we all take turns being DD in a rotation of sorts.
Can you say DD in a Dexter's Laboratory impression every time?
DD. Every time.
Yeah.
That might be the only time they say it, so that's all right.
Thank God.
The issue for me is that I'm heavily visually impaired to the point where I can't and never will be able to legally drive, even using bioptics or other assistive tech.
Okay.
Instead, on my nights, I just pay for us to get an Uber or taxi,
Okay.
Okay.
which others have said is a completely acceptable option for them.
Sure. I guess in this instance, why wouldn't you all just every time pay for an Uber? Like if you split it 4 ways, like let's say there's 4 friends. If you split it a $40 Uber ride, it's just one extra drink at the bar.
It's unfortunately it's 5 friends, so you have to get Uber XL every single time.
and I guess it's to and fro. I always forget about the to and fro part. Look at this cute little girl laying her head on the pillow.
I know.
wish you
She's
guys
so
could see
fucking
it.
sweet. I love her so much.
The problem comes up with me drinking on my nights. Even though I'm not actually driving and can't reasonably be expected to, one of my friends expressed that it's not fair that I get to drink on my DD nights
Incorrect.
when everyone else holds back on their nights.
What do you mean holds back?
You can have one or two.
I feel like that implies you're still drinking.
You can have one or two, officer.
Take the edge off, sir. I blew a .079. I'm in the clear.
In my view, it's not unfair at all. If anyone else wanted to drink on their own night, they're more than welcome to pay for an Uber.
Right.
The way I do every time it's my night.
Yeah.
They just usually choose not to. So, am I the asshole? I'm
No.
not an alcoholic and am more than fine getting through an event or outing without drinking. But I also don't see the point in holding back when I reasonably could have a drink.
Yeah.
As long as you're sober enough to order an Uber, you are okay.
Yes.
Yeah. That's just one friend that sucks.
Yeah. He's getting angry at the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That friend should just, if they want to drink on their DD night, then they should order an Uber.
Should we be more concerned that the friend is an alcoholic? That he's like can't spend a single night without drinking?
If the person is truly upset and that's the sole reason they're upset is because, damn, that means one night out of every 8 when the rotation comes to me, I can't get plastered again.
Yeah.
Then yeah. But I fear that that's not the reason that they're actually upset.
Okay.
They're just being fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all have a friend group with that kind of person in it.
So based off the title, I think you're an asshole, but actually reading the story,
Turns out.
you're fine. You're in the clear.
I'm anti-context in every regard, and so I do have to say you're an asshole because I thought you were an asshole at the beginning, and no context will ever change that. Yeah. It's this new thing I'm doing called being stubborn and not changing my opinion about things.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really new and cool and unique
It's
to
hip.
me.
Yeah, I hate it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Quick
And
one.
nothing you say will make me change that.
Whoa, you're getting on the trend too? I'm
Some-
on the trend.
Some might say I started that.
Some might.
Not
Some
me.
might.
Nobody who wants to be in the doghouse doesn't want to be in the doghouse would say that.
Fair enough. Quick one before the break from r/relationship_advice.
Yes.
My 29 female girlfriend still sleeps with her mum. Should I, 28 male, be weirded out by this?
A little strange.
Me,
British.
a little strange.
That makes more sense.
Me, 28 male, my girlfriend, 29 female, have been dating for over 6 months.
Break up.
We don't.
It's too new of a relationship to put up with this insane thing.
We don't live together. She lives with her roommates, but they're all out of town, so the house is empty for the weekend. And her mom is visiting. I'm gonna meet her mom for the first time on Saturday for dinner. I asked my girlfriend if I could sleep over after dinner. She said yes, but that I'd have to sleep in one of the empty rooms because she wants to sleep with her mom. She said in the past that she loves sleeping with her and that sometimes when she goes home to visit her parents, she sleeps with her mom and her dad has to move to a separate room. I'm a bit weirded out by this. Should I be?
I guess I didn't. I guess I thought that dad wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
It's so funny to kick your dad out.
Yeah.
Edit. She's Italian.
Oh, British.
Doesn't mean anything to us right now. After we get back from Italy, we'll let you know.
Well, she's from Italy. I don't think this is a typical thing even for there.
You guys told me that you were going to Italy, and I fear I didn't have a very good response to you because I was very allegedly while we were doing an alleged Thanksgiving stream. And I didn't remember it until like 3 days later, and I was like, oh, fuck. I fear I didn't give them the like, yeah, that's so cool. Why? Where are you going? When?
Are they recreating the Lizzie McGuire movie? Scene for scene?
We are now.
When are you guys going?
We will be there February 28th through March 6th.
No, we leave the 28th. We get there.
The 29th. Yeah.
That's fun. Taking the whole fam?
No.
Just you two?
And Sydney.
That's so cool. Love that for you guys.
Yeah.
Any notes for while I'm watching Olsen for that week?
He really likes to like pick at your skin while he's
I'm
falling
super
asleep.
busy that
No
week
long
now.
sleeves.
So yeah,
No long sleeves.
You can't wear long sleeves around him
Okay.
unless you can really push him up above the elbow. He's got to have access to your elbow.
Oh, you want me to let him do that?
Yeah, that's his.
I mean,
That's his
you don't
stim.
have to, but
Let my boy stim on your elbows, dude.
he might not sleep for you if
Okay. I could probably just use Molly's elbow. Like she's got a lot of extra skin down there.
He
She
will
does.
want to give her hugs. He does this like belly flop hug thing right now with animals, and sometimes it scares me.
it's very cute, but it is very nerve-wracking.
That's very fun. Very excited for you guys.
Yeah.
I think it's a little weird, but okay. Like I
It's
wouldn't.
not that big of a deal.
But I think what makes it stranger to me is if you're gonna be there.
Mattress.
If you're gonna be
What'd you
there.
say? Twin size mattress?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
Italian. I think they all sleep on twin size mattresses. And then once you get married, you just push your twin mattresses next to each other.
Okay.
I think what makes it weirder is that you're gonna be there and she's still choosing to not sleep in the bed with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just
Yes.
think, but I wouldn't break up with someone over this.
No.
You literally said at the beginning, break up.
Well,
It's
I
too
think
new of a relationship
I'm
to put
trying
up with
this new
this
thing
shit.
called flip flopping.
I don't know. Like it's weird. It's definitely not normal or like not the norm. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's not something I would freak out about.
I don't think that it's necessary for her to sleep in the bed with mom. Like in this situation, especially, she's got 2 empty rooms that she can go,
Yeah.
go to.
Well, one of them's for her dad.
Yeah.
If it's a situation where there's nowhere else to sleep, like
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with sharing a bed. But I do think that in this situation, it might be a little weird.
What if they don't see each other very much?
I still think you can sleep in separate bedrooms.
You don't want to relive
Unless
this-
you're doing like a cute little slumber
I was gonna say,
party.
you don't want to have a slumber party with your best friend?
Okay.
Hmm.
Slumber party. I could be convinced.
Well, you can't be convinced.
I can.
You can change your mind now?
I do what I want, Joshua.
Oh, you're trying out flip flopping too. That's pretty cool of you.
I'm just like always right in my opinions and behaviors. So
Even if you need to change your opinion.
correct.
So then that makes your previous opinion
Still also
right.
right.
just a different flavor of right.
Correct.
Yeah.
Some would
yes.
call it wrong, right?
Some.
You call it wrong, I call it pre-right.
Okay. Still can get pregnant for free, right?
break time.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello, welcome back to this side of the podcast.
Is that in the third?
Here we like to do something called the circle Jerdge.
Piss, shat, and the turd. Did somebody send that into us?
It was in the Discord. There was a fierce discussion in the Discord about, piss. I said piss, shat, and the turd.
Okay.
And then somebody else did something else. I'll look it up.
You taking credit for somebody else's joke, Joshua?
No, never.
I almost was. Somebody had the yada yada or whatever.
So somebody came in. I guess I can give their name. Stranger Thought said, "Am I the only one who thinks whoop-de-woo, piss that, and the third is a good Judgies twist on a phrase? I can't stop saying it." And then
like it.
Cass said, "Whoop-de-poo, piss that, and the turd." And then I said, "Poop-pee-poo, piss shat, and the turd." And then I said, "This is just the ship of Theseus, but with piss."
I agree.
Yep.
I love the ship of Theseus. I think it's such a fun thing to reference.
I do too.
And then Cass came in and said, "and the churd," instead of "and the turd." So,
DBC.
so piss, shat, and the churd is the.
Got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's really good.
I'm shat. Yeah.
Yeah, you suck. You're shitty. I'm pissy. You're shitty.
Anywho, this
Churdy.
is circle Jerdge. I really want to.
Tell me about that circle, Jerdge.
Eric, Aurora, we need to record to tell you about that circle Jerdge. Anywho, we got Spotify rap stats for our little podcast we do here. Thoughts?
I would love to hear them.
Our top episode of the year for the Judgies was
Yes.
episode 137, Kaiju Gooch,
Wow.
which is so funny. It's such
What episode was that? Remind me of.
episode 137.
Here, I'll just.
Are you going to look it up?
You got your stuff up. I'll just look it up real quick.
That episode was streamed 215% more than our average episode.
Banger an episode?
Over 3 times more than our normal episode. People were like, Kaiju Gooch. Maybe we should make more Oops All Gooch titles. Which is so funny too, because it's of course censored. It's G apostrophe CH.
Let's see here. Husband hides air freshener from wife.
Oh, good
that
story.
was a good one.
Canceling my makeup artist for the wedding.
I don't remember that one.
She wanted her deposit back from the makeup artist.
Oh
Yeah.
because she was racist.
Something like that.
Or no, I think the makeup artist was a good person, and the person doing the wedding was racist. She's like,
think
y'all
so.
don't back the blue.
Something like that. Husband requested paternity test. Oh my god.
That's why.
That's why.
For each one of the kids, right?
No, maybe that's our first one to blow up on Instagram.
Yeah, and
that's what made me hate our Instagram commenters.
That's why we had so many listeners on that episode.
And people commented on that for like months.
yeah.
And every single one was just a dude like, this is why we need to have mandatory paternity tests. And it's like, I don't know. Just trust your partner. Don't have a kid with somebody if you're not going to trust them. I don't know.
54% of our listeners discovered us this year.
Wow.
Yeah. That's kind of fun. Episode 1, Trees Nuts, really brought them in. 9% of our new listeners started on the first episode.
Wow.
People were like, wow, what's this podcast? And I said, oops, my nuts all the way out.
Forgot about that.
We were streamed in 112 countries. U.S. was our
Wow.
top one with 78% of our total streams coming from the United States. And we have the most new listeners in India, France, Brazil, Germany, and Spain.
It's kind of crazy.
No, Italy.
I was just about to say, any listeners in
You
Italy?
talk a lot of shit about Italians.
Our top podcast genres for our listeners were comedy number 1,
Makes
Okay.
sense.
true crime number 2, society and culture number 3, which I think Ladies and Tangents is under the tag of society and culture. I think I remember reading that when I was looking up stuff for their
That
episode.
feels like it makes sense. I don't know how we really fall into true crime, but I'll take it.
Yeah, well, even they said they
I
have
thought that was saying that that's the genres that our listeners
Yes.
listen to.
Yes.
Okay,
Not
that makes a lot more
necessarily
sense.
Yeah.
what we are.
That's what I was saying is like if people listen to Ladies and Tangents as well,
Okay.
then.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
But they also said that they have a big crossover with true crime
Yeah.
girlies. So
I mean, if you ever see the people posting their top 5, we're always on there with either one other kind of Reddit podcast and then basically all true crimes.
yeah. Somebody sent it, maybe it was on Twitter, but their other top 4 is like us, and then it was like every rewatch show podcast. So it was like The Office, the one for Psych, Good Doctors, Fake Friends for Scrubs, and then I don't know what the 4th, but it was all
Always
for.
Sunny.
It was very funny. I was just like, huh, crazy that we broke the.
It makes me feel good because I constantly feel like we're being pushed out of the market because famous people keep realizing like, what if I just do a podcast?
Yeah.
And then they have enough money to just have it entirely edited and produced for them. It's like, fuckers.
And they already have like a loyal fan base.
Built-in audience.
Yeah. This is our listeners' top music genres were pop, rap, and rock.
Just
Okay.
everything.
It's kind of all over the place.
No, it feels like it hits every genre of.
Our most shared episode was episode 136, Christian's most embarrassing story.
Is that?
I don't think I would have titled it that because it would have.
Well, I
spoiled
would
it.
have titled it that. It's at 136.
Okay. That could be. It's a good story. Go listen to that episode. It's such a good story.
41% of the people who shared did it over text. 38% did a direct link to Spotify. 7% WhatsApp. 4% Facebook. Our podcast rating this year, 4.8.
Ooh.
Bump those numbers up to 5, folks. In 2023, you made 21 video episodes.
Okay.
And then we stopped. And if you're wondering why we stopped, I don't know if we ever said on the podcast, it's just technical issues. It's still an early alpha and it's whatever. I was actually going to ask you, Christian, if you wonder if we should continue doing it, because we were in the top 1% of most viewed video podcasts on Spotify.
That
Wow.
hurts to hear. That really hurts to hear.
Yeah. So
The problem was episodes just would randomly not load for people.
Yeah.
Like we just would not be on your list.
we had so many people messaging us being like, I thought you guys stopped uploading because I haven't seen the last 12.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
we
shit.
emailed Spotify about it, and they're just like, no, it looks fine on our side. And it's
Yeah.
like, they're like, send screenshots. And it's like the classic thing, like, a screenshot of what? Of nothing being there? Like, what the fuck do you want to see?
We created 14% more minutes than last year. So our episodes are getting longer.
That's true.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We've gained 31% followers on Spotify. We were a top 10 podcast for 47,000 fans, top 5 for 34,000, and the number 1 podcast for 10,000 lucky fans on Spotify.
That's huge.
so
That's
crazy.
so awesome. Thank you guys for listening to us week
and-
in, week out.
61% of our listeners return, I guess. I don't really understand that one. And a little fun, my Spotify Wrapped. This is the only thing I really. My Spotify Wrapped was boring, but I listened to my top podcast on my Spotify Wrapped was the Judgies. I listened for 25 minutes this year.
Woo!
And you know what all 25 minutes of those were? Aurora and I were driving back with her parents from Peoria when we were on the Spoon River Drive, and I showed them the Christmas episode last year where I did the whole like screenplay, and it's about 25 minutes long.
You fucker.
This is very funny. So you guys can do your Spotify Wrap. Mine is just workout playlist stuff, so it's not interesting.
All right.
Don't talk about yourself like that, Joshua.
In 2023, I played 2,233 unique songs.
That's so many. 2,000, how many?
2,223.
You played almost 1,000 more songs than I did.
That is 6.09 songs a day.
That sounds about right. You play a lot of music.
I listen
with
to
Wilson.
a lot of music.
But like 6.09, like I might listen to like 6 songs a day, including like radio and stuff. 6 different songs, new songs every single day.
That is weird.
Like that doesn't include repeats.
That is insane.
That's an insane number.
I mean, there's days where I'll put on like a random playlist and listen to it for 8 hours.
You just go in and onto a Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Anyway, I had a few favorites. Hold on. This thing's...
I'm kind of surprised AJR wasn't on mine.
Yeah, I mean, with how many times you played it on just the Halloween episode?
I listened to 1,156 different artists.
That's so many.
That's so crazy.
That's like 3 a day.
I listened to 500.
Wow.
Get
you
on
guys
my
are
level.
wild.
And my number 1 was Mega Mango. I am in the top 0.5% of their fans.
That's pretty good.
I agree. They're a good band.
Nuts. The song I listened to the most was their song
Boggle.
Boggle.
Listen to it.
Is that because you like board games so much?
Yeah.
Listeners at
Boggle
home,
is one of my favorite board games.
Erica loves board games that she can win
Erica
at.
does love Boggle. She's
I'm so
absolutely
good at
fucking
it.
cracked that Boggle.
My number 2 was a Led Zeppelin,
Wow.
which
Wow.
surprises me.
Let the let out.
You want to hear my top 5 artists?
No, but we will.
That sucks. Black Country New Road. Everybody go listen to them. They're so good. They're so fucking good. The Front Bottoms.
Okay.
Mega Mango.
Okay.
Wunderbar and Joyce Manor.
No dairy.
No Dury.
Wow.
But Mega Mango and Dury on tour together.
Wow, you guys got to go to that show.
We are.
It's in Italy.
No, it's in 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, my number 1 was Mega Mango. Number 2 was Led Zeppelin. Number 3, Modest Mouse. Number 4, Wallows. Number 5, Fleet Foxes. I think it's the same every year, except for Mega Mango's new.
Wait, how many new songs did you listen to? Or unique? It was 2,223.
Something like that.
I listened to 1,732 songs. I listened to less songs in total than you did unique songs. That's so fucking funny.
My number 1 podcast, The Judgies. And then number 2, Ladies and Tangents. And number 3, and this is Christian's fault, Senior Superlatives.
Oh, that's my number 1 listen for the year, too. R.I.P.
My top 5
Another one gone.
My top 5 artists were Paramore, Idols, and then Bullet for My Valentine, Childish Gambino, and Glitch City. Glitch City is from Stream. Bullet for My Valentine is from Working Out, which is it just ruins my Spotify Wrapped. Which apparently, if you're wondering, there is a setting you can go into when you start a session. You can go into the settings and make it a private session, and then allegedly that won't count towards your Spotify Wrapped. So if you want to listen to something embarrassing,
Okay, you can
Yeah.
hide the deets.
or do your workout playlist,
So that's
or
what you've
whatever.
been doing with AJR.
No, I knew about this. I didn't know about this before.
I listened to 3,335 minutes of The Judgies.
Wow! So you actually listened to it on Spotify?
I'm a top 11% fan.
Wow.
Somebody in our Discord, who is now officially our biggest stalker, listened to us for like 132,000. They were in the top 0.005% of
What the
listeners.
fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta say, if anybody else got that number and to not send it to us is insane. That's lunatic behavior.
I
First off,
kind of laughed about this on stream today because somebody tweeted at us. They were like, "You're welcome. I love you guys so much," and they were a top 3% listener. It's like, "You're welcome for what?" I've already seen a 0.005, and now every other number is
oh, you
broken
turn it
to
on
me.
and passing.
I listened for a total of 39,908 minutes
Wow,
to songs.
that's so wild.
Where did you get that number at?
It's at the very,
Oh.
yeah.
I got 18,000.
Well, do the math there. How many hours is 39,000?
That's 107 minutes a day of music listening. Over an hour. You're doing a feature-length film a day of listening to music.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
But hours, that is not that. Wait, 39,000 minutes. Oh, only divided by 60 once. 650 hours.
650 hours.
Now, how many days?
27 days. Almost a full month this year.
Yeah.
Straight month of listening to music. That's as many times as Josh shits in a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been having issues.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I'm sensitive about that.
I told you not to bring that up on the podcast, actually.
Editor,
Molly, stop
editor,
farting, please.
Well, that was the circle judge for this week. Let's
Fun.
wrap that up and move right on to our listener submitted sound.
I got it. Took me a second. Spotify Wrapped. We're wrapping it up. I get it.
Damn, left me hanging. That's fucked
Oh
up.
shit! I'm sorry. I was
No,
distracted by
it's-
my mic.
The moment's passed. It's fucked up. It's gonna be embarrassing.
Which music streaming service is the least likely to get an STD?
Spotify Wrapped because it's.
No, Apple Music, because no one uses it anymore.
Oh shit! Does anybody use Apple TV?
But didn't you guys just? Isn't there some show that you guys watched? There's some. No,
Ted
it wasn't.
Lasso's big.
Is it Ted Lasso?
I think that's Apple TV.
That's my take. Where it's like, how do so many people rave and talk about Ted Lasso? It's on Apple TV.
Yeah, that's
Somebody is paying for Apple TV. Enough people are paying
literally-
to make it a good show.
Yeah, how many people talk about it? I haven't heard of a single other show on Apple TV other than Ted Lasso.
The only time I've heard somebody talk in real life about Apple TV was like, maybe it wasn't Apple TV, maybe it was an actual Apple TV or something, but it was the richest looking freshman I've ever seen at North Central College, which a lot of people look rich because it's Naperville. But in my sociology class, my senior year, who was like upset because their mom forgot to pack their Apple TV or something like that.
Oh,
and they were
no.
just like yelling and telling the whole
Devastate-
class about it.
I would be devastated.
And it was just like, what a privileged, weird thing to be upset about. You can't go like, you have to drive like 4 minutes home back to your Naperville mansion to go get your whatever it was.
Follow up. I forgot that there's Apple TVs.
I don't know. I don't know when the Apple TV, maybe, I don't know.
That sounds about the right time. Because
Yeah.
that's kind of when like Roku and Fire Sticks are really popping off. It's when we were in college. That's when all cutting the cable was really kicking off. And guess what?
We're pretty much
Capitalism fucking
to
crushed
it.
us back to where we're at. Now we have to have fucking 8 streaming services at $15 a month, and it's bullshit.
Cable, but worse.
Yeah.
Yes. And can we talk about fucking Hulu still has ads?
Ugh.
The
Have you-
whole
when's the
point
last
of
time you've
paying
seen an
for
ad?
Hulu was for not having ads.
Ads are insane nowadays.
You know what's funny is I don't really get ads on Hulu, and I never really have. I don't know what has happened with my specifically Hulu account, but I did pay for Paramount Plus specifically because Nathan Fielder's new show with Emma Stone just came out called The Curse, and we paid for like the $6 amount. There's the cheapest ones, like I'll watch ads, whatever. And I go to watch it, and it's like, oh, you have to pay for the premium Paramount Plus. So I had to upgrade to like the $15 a month, and we go to watch it, and a fucking 30-second pre-roll ad played. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? $15 a month, or however much it is. And
You're
there's
still
a
getting
pre-roll
ads.
ad.
Yep.
Oh, I was so pissed.
Yeah, we were watching something on Hulu, and I feel like the ads have gone fucking insane. Maybe it's because I don't see that many ads anymore. I was just watching, just like, this is insane. What I tried pointing it out to you, but I haven't seen the ad since. One of them has an AI generated face. I can almost guarantee it.
Love that.
It's a guy driving in the car, and it's just like, and it's like every time I watch, I'm like, what's going on with his face?
You'll have
It's
to point it out.
It's
so
like a
you can set it up.
Cadillac. It's a luxury car brand commercial.
Is it like Audi, and it's like you put the D in odd AI?
Maybe, I don't know, but it's
stupid shit.
It's just like a bunch of scenes of like different families in the car, like most car commercials are. But there's one where it's a guy driving, and it's just like his face is like contorting so weird. It's like, this has to be fucking AI,
Weird.
and it doesn't. I honestly would not surprise me one bit.
Real quick, Aurora and I have watched 3.5 seasons of What You Do in the Shadows in the past week.
Ugh, love that
love
show.
The first 2 seasons, really, really good.
Yeah.
Season 3 was the COVID year, and they really did some weird shit, and it wasn't very good. And then season 4 came back, and it's better again. But there's a term called flanderization, and
Okay.
this show has done some of the fastest flanderization of some of their characters,
Yeah.
which is just like you boil down a character to one trait, and like this is that character now. And they kind of abandoned growth in the characters, which
Yeah.
was part of why I loved the first 2 seasons. Was it was hilarious, and you got to see the characters grow and be interesting.
Yeah.
So much so that the fucking Baron bad guy was just made into a joke.
Yeah.
And was just friends with the dog and the original vampire. And it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it lost a little bit of something. It was still a very, very good show.
What's the energy vampire's name in that show?
Colin Robinson.
Colin
Colin
Robinson.
Dude, I really hope my coworker doesn't listen to this. I fucking work with a Colin Robinson.
Oh my God, you do.
That's all I'm gonna say on it. But I really fucking work with a Colin Robinson.
Oh, I've met him once. It was.
I've heard
awful.
stories.
It was awful.
Hilarious stories.
It's
that
a good story.
Maybe
but
you'll
man,
have to tell in the bonus episode.
But man, let me tell you, when you're sitting there at lunch, it really beats down on you. Listener submitted sound always comes before the listener submitted stories. This one comes to you from Katie, and you can use my name.
Love that for us.
Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
Erica put this out in the universe, and now
Oh, no.
I challenge other piss babies to make not lame songs about Christian. All my love, Katie.
What have I done?
You can find me at Who's Katie Delaney on Instagram, because why the frick not?
True. So Katie, this is Katie's Nuts. We met them at the Piss Baby meetup.
Yeah.
Also wrote the song very long time ago about you and Aurora sitting on faces.
Pretty sure they're the one that made me the bucket hat. Sounds about right.
Bucket hat.
I was a
The crochet stuff.
bucket hat.
Oh, yes. And I got the coasters.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Let's hear their song.
This is my attempt at a not lame song about Christian Kleckner.
It's already good.
If you're looking for a guy who knows a little about a lot, never misses out on a power hour shot, got a smoking hot wife and a silly doofy friend, and will probably be there till the very, very end for you, then may I introduce the pissiest pisser there ever was, and we're all gathered around here because of Christian.
Glue.
That wasn't too lame, was it?
No, they're really cute and awesome.
I loved it.
It's
It was
Giving
giving
Juno?
Juno vibes.
Juno vibes. Yeah.
And secret bonus song alert.
What the
Katie
hell?
Delaney, part 3. Consider this part 2. 2 listeners submitted sounds for the price of 1, baby? Yeah, you can use my name. Katie's Nuts.
Got him.
Hi, Judgies. I know I just
Hello.
sent an email, but I love when Erica says hi back on the pod. It's
Hi.
so precious.
Thanks.
I never really edited a song this much before, so I hope you enjoy it. Also, shout out to Anthony Serrato for constant bangers and inspiration.
Literal bangers, yeah.
Whatever
Even-
happened to Andrew Pendragon? Can I call that guy out by name?
Oh, he's doing work. He's
Come on.
cooking up in the kitchen, dude. He's in the lab making some beats right now. Even more love. Katie.
Thank you.
I went ahead and wrote a song for Josh as well, so he didn't feel left out.
Let's go.
This one's for Josh Highsmith, or is it Hosh Jai Smith? I guess we'll never really know. But he sure loves show and toe, yeah, he let them dogs out. They're free and wiggle and bow out. So give it up for our short king, Josh Hosh Jai Highsmith.
Loved that. I loved the stereo.
I love your voice.
That will be mono for you guys, but it was stereo for us. It was
I
beautiful.
can put it into stereo
Just for that bit.
just for that bit.
Can you? I don't know how to do
Ah,
that.
shit.
Yeah. You know what?
Now I can make a new track.
Make a new track, and then you also have to make a new compound clip.
Nobody cares.
Love the voice.
That was so cool.
Love
I
that.
loved that a
I
lot.
love not being left out.
Okay, but now I need another song for me. Please and thank you.
I agree. I loved your voice. You got a very good singing
It's
voice,
very good.
Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
You're crushing it.
You've already immediately stumbled into off submitter territory, which is great too.
Yeah.
You've went from one time submitter who I always had to preface with, Katie's not smart enough to participate, you to
Right.
sit on your face, and now it's just off submitter Katie.
Yes.
And then we all know.
Now we all know.
Listener submitted story. Let me see if I can say their name.
Is that just? I'm not going to be mean to Christian.
What?
It's just like that was you seeing if you figure out how to pronounce it.
That hurt a lot, actually. They don't know. They don't say if you can say it, so I'm not gonna say it. Hi, Judgies. I've been listening I've been a long time listener and love saving your episodes so I can binge listen to them.
Okay.
I thought you might appreciate the story and judge me on being an idiot / asshole.
Oh. Well, we'll see.
Oh, I already forgot this story. It's so good. I sent it to Christian. I was like, if you need one, bud, gotta read this one.
About a year ago, my 21 female ex-best friend, 28 female, asked if I wanted to have a threesome with her and her husband, 37 male,
Oh.
age gap.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 37 male married to a 28 female asked a 21 female if they want to be in the threesome.
Oh.
And you are right to have a pause about this.
Okay.
I've had a crush on her for almost as long as we've been friends. So very enthusiastically, I said, yes, please, please, please. Well, we all had sex together and it was fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
And it eventually led to us being a poly relationship.
All right.
I haven't ever been with or dated a guy before, but I really enjoyed spending time with it.
Oh, good.
A few months into the relationship, and things started to go downhill.
Bad.
My best friend had become cold and withdrawn. She stopped talking to both of us or would get into arguments or depressive episodes a lot. After a few times of her breaking up and getting back together, eventually I decided that breaking off the relationship was best. This is where things get a little messy.
So I do love the like that you as an individual are deciding this whole all three of us need to break up.
Yeah.
Like you married couple and me, this other person who joined later, I'm making the executive decision. None of us can see each other anymore.
We gotta change this up. We gotta end all of this. I was ready to just be friends with her, but I wasn't ready to break up with him. So we kept dating without her knowing.
Yikes. Wait.
Classic, smart. Know you're gonna get in trouble or caught on this one.
Okay.
Our listener, you're gonna get
It's a choice.
You're gonna get ragged on so hard.
I
It was a
know.
choice. I already forgot this was a listener. Okay.
I know this is totally an asshole move.
Yeah.
We kept dating in secret for a few months until my friend asked for me to move out.
She was still living there
You were living there. Okay.
with the married couple, presumably,
Okay.
and thought you could sneak around and not get caught.
All right.
Oh, you don't hang out with your roommates? She asked me to move out. Her husband was against this, which led to a huge argument and me being kicked out in the end. It's been a few months now, and I have my own place. But here's where I'm extra an asshole.
Oh, God.
After everything, I still talk and meet up with him.
Okay.
What are you doing, girl?
Okay.
I'm still in love with him, and depending on how things go this next year, we might move in together after I finish my degree. I can't tell if I'm just being a stupid idiot waiting for someone who won't end up with me. All I know is that he's my best friend. But I also feel awful if I'm the reason their relationship ends. Anyway, that's been my life this past year, and I hope you are having a much better one. LOL. Hugs and pisses. A piss baby lurker.
All right, let's give her a name. Randy. Perfect. Randy. What are you getting a degree in? Being a silly bitch?
Got her ass.
You getting a BS and SB?
What's S? Oh, silly bitch.
Yeah. Okay, here's my thoughts.
All right.
38-year-old guy, 28-year-old wife.
Okay.
We don't know what the ages were when they started dating. However, I think it's safe to assume 28-year-old got a little bit too old for him
That's what it's feeling
and
like.
said, let me get a new 21-year-old. And then, I don't know, maybe when you're 26, 27, 28, he'll be like, let's bring a third into the party. Maybe a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it's going to go.
Yeah. Yeah. This whole situation feels icky.
Add in the experience gap of like her saying like she's never been in a relationship with a man before.
Yeah.
And like immediately doing the like falling in love with the first guy and like not to say you maybe don't have relationship experience with other people, but
It's probably not for the best. I will say that much.
A poly relationship will never work if you don't communicate with each other.
that's also true.
You cannot go on dates behind each other's backs. You cannot spend time with, individuals without discussing it like that. You're just breeding mistrust. And it's never gonna work.
Well, even you have a line in there where you're like, I don't want to be the reason they break up.
Yeah.
But there's no way around that.
It's so much better to be the reason they break up than it is to be like the reason there's continual like abuse and like poor relationship.
Yeah.
Like that's so much just break up. And I promise you, as a 21-year-old woman, you can find somebody who's a much better friend than a 38-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Google, listener, I'm giving you homework. It's not very hard homework. Google Boogie, was it Boogie 2588? Is that his name? 2988?
Something like that.
And then girlfriend. Because Boogie is about 40. Like, same age as your boyfriend, partner, whatever. And his girlfriend is, 19, 20?
Oh, God.
What?
And he's a
I didn't know
YouTuber.
this.
And look at a picture of them. And you'll see that's weird. And then turn that around on your own relationship and be like, maybe my relationship is weird. That somebody who's 40 wants to be in a relationship with someone who was a teenager a year ago.
Yeah.
It's fucking strange for so many reasons. And when you're in it, you may feel like this is different. They're special and I love them and they're my best friend. But if you get out of it and you meet somebody your own age, you're going to be like, man, that was wrong of me. I shouldn't have been in that relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think if you guys ever split up, once you get distance from the whole situation, you will look back and be like, oh.
What was I thinking?
But sometimes you gotta fucking make mistakes. I don't know. Who am I to say? Who am I to judge, I guess?
Well, and that's
right?
why you need a good external support system. Maybe that's parasocial podcasters who are telling you, girl, run.
Yeah.
Because your best friend in this instance, being the guy, isn't going to be like, girl, run from me.
No, he's not.
You need other people to tell you, what are you doing?
Oh, man.
It's not different. I already heard you. It's different. It's not different. It's fucking weird.
No, it's not.
It's
different.
fucking weird. Oh, well, never mind. Take back everything I said. I'm a flip-flopper.
I've been saying it for years.
Love finds a way. That's my new catchphrase.
I fear.
I fear my new catchphrase is love finds a way.
Oh, that's a fear of mine as well.
Oh, no. What do we think? Another frickin' story?
Oh, why not? Hit him up with one more.
R/petty revenge.
Whoop.
Is that really a whoop?
It sounds like it.
I purposely farted.
No. I've done petty revenge, haven't I?
It sounds like something you would do.
It does sound like something you would do. I purposely farted in front of a guy at the gym.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Petty revenge sounds like something I would do, or it sounds like a subreddit that I would frequent.
We're running low on
Well,
time,
like-
Christian. You got to read the story right now before I answer Erica's question.
We're tight so. So a few things. I go to the gym to work out and decompress.
No shit.
I don't see it as a place to be social.
Huh.
Actually, a lot of time in the gym you get compressed because you have weight on your shoulders and stuff. So you're actually getting a lot of spinal compression going on.
Interesting.
I don't see it as a place to be social. I wear large over-ear headphones too.
Okay.
This day I was at the gym and just finished one of my sets for deadlifts when a guy walks over. This is something I'm used to, despite how much I dislike it. But he starts talking to me, and I'm able to pick up he's flirting. I'm polite about it and waiting for a proper moment to end the conversation.
British.
When he asks for my number, I decline. And then he keeps talking and going into the usual shtick of, well, why not? And come on.
Classic.
At this point, I'm very uncomfortable and also annoyed because my workout timer has already gone off, and now it's past my time for me to start my next set. My fucking gains. I put on my big girl pants and tell him he's making me uncomfortable. And I just want to finish my workout.
Whoa, guys.
I'm proud of you for that.
I hate to interrupt. Petty Revenge was in season 1, episode 44. Guess who read it?
Erica.
Erica, yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sharing Netflix account is the little blurb that we wrote in our list here. Something about sharing your Netflix account. Season 1, I would have never pegged that as a season 1-er.
I feel like we had a lot of
Yeah.
new subreddits in season 1.
It's crazy that we did it in season 1 and then never again.
I think it falls under the like malicious compliance,
Yeah.
or sometimes it's just like, we're just all being fucking shitheads here.
Yeah.
I put on my big girl pants and tell him he's making me uncomfortable, and I just want to finish my workout.
Good for you. That's so impressive.
Does he leave?
Yes.
No.
Oh, what?
He keeps talking now, going on about how he didn't mean it like that, and he's not a bad guy. No actual apology to be found here.
Yeah.
Now, during this entire interaction, I've been holding in a fart. I was being polite and holding it in until he left, but seeing he's not, I think, well, I know a way to get him to leave.
That's so risky.
As
What if you
he's-
shit?
Oh,
As he's still talking to me, I let loose. It's silent, but rather smelly.
I think you would you prefer Audible?
I would want Audible.
I feel like even if I was in this situation to where I needed to sort of throw
Defense mechanism.
Yeah. I would want it to be Audible, but in my brain, I'd still be like, it needs to be silent. Do everything you can to make it silent. Because I'd be so afraid of farting in public.
Yeah. It's silent but smelly. It only takes about 2 seconds for him to catch a whiff of it. He stops talking, and the face he makes is too much that I have to bite my lip to stop myself from laughing. That's when he gives me a look of, are you serious? And finally leaves. And I'm left alone to finish my set.
Good for you.
Loved that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Very upsetting that that's what it took to get
Oh,
him
for sure.
to leave.
Yeah.
The
Suck.
It's classic dude too to like be like angry at her for like she literally was just being like, hey, you're making me a little uncomfortable, can you please leave? And he now feels compelled to explain why he wasn't trying to make her feel uncomfortable.
Yes.
There's a TikTok I saw that I just sent to Christian, and it's one of the funniest things. I enjoy finding like 3 like TikToks and just being like, what? Why did TikTok know that I find this funny? Ironically, this one now has 6,000 likes, but when I sent it, I think it had like 7. And
1,000. It's going down.
Yeah, yeah. People are unliking it. It is the most dude-coded, like insane narcissist TikTok. It's a slideshow, and it's a slideshow of his truck, I presume. And this isn't like an influencer. This dude has 600 followers. And the first one is, you're a R-wordist.
Oh.
The second slide is, you're a weirdo, spelled incorrectly, Y-O-U-R. And these are all in quotes. It's like, you're an R-wordist, you're a weirdo, you like minors, you are worthless, you should, maybe you should kill yourself. I don't know why me saying it like that. And my brain was like, that's the proper way. Yeah, you should button. You were not worth life, in quotes. And then the last slide is just this paragraph that's like, these are just some of the things that are said about me to my face every day. These rumors about me have gotten way out of hand, and I just can't take it anymore. At this point, the rumors are just so random that I have to be told about each rumor before I even know what's being said about me. These rumors truly affect my character and has made me lose multiple friends, my connection with family members, and almost made me lose my job. These rumors are totally immature and becoming more than just a rumor. And what does becoming more than just a rumor mean? And it's ruining everything about me to the point where I can't even speak with something like being such stuff being said about me. But I know that nobody cares about others until it happens to them, and what's done already is done. So all I ask is, before you go and just believe all these rumors about me and let that dictate what you think of me, please just get to know me first. It's like, dude, I don't know what you're doing in life to be called an R-wordist and that you're a pedophile. Like,
yeah.
You got to be doing something. People don't just try to cancel you out of nowhere. It's just like a dude thing to be like, well, I need to defend myself from these things people are saying about me, and I'm going to post it on TikTok in front of pictures of my truck.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like with that guy being like, let me explain why I wasn't trying to make you feel uncomfortable.
How do you know that I'm a good guy if I don't tell you I'm a good guy?
Yeah. It's like, do you think that's ever worked is the thing?
No.
You think you've ever a guy's ever made a woman uncomfortable and she expressed that, and then he's like, well, let me explain. She's like, oh, now I don't feel
movies.
weird.
I think back in the 90s, maybe.
In the movies, for sure.
Yeah. 1890s.
How do you feel about the whole Gail Lewis debacle?
Insane that she's from Morris.
Yeah.
Not that far away from just a stone's throw away.
Should we invite them on the pod?
Holy fuck. That's such a good idea. No, but that would be so funny.
My brother's like, she's from Illinois. Get her on the pod now.
She would do it. She's a fucking Gen Xer with, I assume, no life now, no prospects. She retired from Walmart. What the fuck else is she going to be doing?
Dude, she's the number one Walmart tur.
Do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, how have you not seen Gail?
Because now she's just like posting TikToks. Like she's a celebrity now.
I got to tell you, I'm upset because I had a Josh moment with Gail. I saw her, like, I'm leaving Walmart video at like 100.
Yeah. I think I did too.
And then it's like, I come back the next day and everybody's like mashing it. And I'm like, what? What? This is blowing up? I thought this was just my weird cringe.
I didn't see it until one of my old coworkers, Roland, we're still in like a big group chat. And he was like, oh, did you see Morris has a new local celebrity? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, oh, Gail Lewis quit Walmart. And I was like, what? What are you talking about, Roland? Like, what the fuck? And he sends me a link to like a New York Times article instead of just sending me the TikTok.
A New York Times article?
Or maybe it was a New York Post. I don't know.
I mean, hey, we have we're mentioned in Washington Post
and
article.
we did just get emailed, well, it was a couple weeks ago.
Turning into a podcast.
Yeah.
They might be using our voices.
It's kind of crazy.
That's super exciting.
Yeah. Insane though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Gail Lewis TikTok earlier where she did a pretty good magic trick, and I was like, "That's kind of crazy."
That was the other thing. My brother's like, "Did you see her magic?" And I was like, "No." And then I opened TikTok. Very first TikTok is her doing magic.
It was pretty cool.
Which the cell phone trick was insane. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. But
well,
I
a
don't
good
know.
magician never reveals her tricks.
I've been learning really shitty sleight of hand to hide stuff from Olsen.
Was that any good?
Not
Is that a
from
good
this angle.
parenting technique?
Thank you for being so supportive. that was the nicest thing you could have ever said. I'm just at the wrong angle for your magic trick.
Yeah.
What are you saying about your kid?
No, fuck it. It feels like it doesn't matter anymore. I'm trying to learn really shitty sleight of hand magic
Yeah.
to hide things from my son.
Oh.
Is
okay.
this good parenting or bad parenting?
Is it how different is shitty sleight of hand from look over there and then put it in your pocket?
One and the same.
Not too far away.
Yeah. Is it like throwing a stick, but
It's
holding
normally
it?
like he wants to like grab something and rip it apart, and I grab it and I do want to like these things I have it like tucked into 2 fingers. I'm like, I don't know where it went, dude.
So when does object permanence kick in?
He already has object permanence.
He's just a dumbass.
He's like his mom, and he's like being like, no, I just can't see it from this angle. This angle, it's working.
He does do that a lot. He's
It's
like,
like,
oh my god,
Your magic trick was so good, even though I totally saw where you put it in your hand.
he's very smart. I was, as a kid,
I was about to say, quit harping on my boy because he is a little genius, okay?
He learned so quick from he watches he do something once, and he's like, I can fucking do that now. It's like, you little fucker.
He's
I have to
so
do
smart.
shit. I have to do shit behind my back. I have to open doors behind my back because he's learned how to open doorknobs now. Well, you can do the easy handles.
I like handles. Yeah.
He knows where his eyes, nose, and mouth are.
Yeah,
Wow.
bitch. Do you?
And he's only 17 months old.
Give me 3 guesses, and I feel like I could get most of it.
He can roar. He's on a roaring kick right now. He goes, roar! Roar!
It's really funny.
So he's probably around the age that like Boo was in
Yeah.
Monsters Inc. That's how I understand children's growth as babies in media that I've seen.
Cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
When are we on Boss Baby levels? Are we past Boss Baby?
Ooh, I think we're past
Okay.
Boss Baby.
Interesting. I haven't thought of it.
Yeah.
He doesn't really sound like a Baldwin.
It's for the best.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
Anyway,
He has shot somebody in the chest though on accident.
You have a picture with somebody else in your phone?
I was so concerned about that. So, yes, it is somebody else.
It's Brian.
Kind of fucked up.
What's his name?
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah. I think it's funny to call him Brian. His name is Ryan. I think it's funny to call him Brian.
I just feel like I feel like you're replacing me.
How do you imagine how I feel?
Well, here's the problem. It's on like thermal paper, so if I put it in my pocket, it's gonna instantly just turn all to black. So I had to put it somewhere to bring it home the other day, and then I have
How
ADHD.
is it
and I
not
forget.
turning on your phone?
Yeah.
Phone doesn't get that hot. I don't know. It fucking takes 8 fucking hours to charge. It takes so long to charge.
All right.
My phone doesn't get that hot.
Get a new phone, maybe.
So I can have a hot phone?
I just feel like that's actually absolutely fucked up.
I feel like we've been on a little bit of a tangent. We should head over to the...
Well, before we do that,
Editor, please.
here are people who got...
You know what? That button works. Works for that situation.
Why?
Because now he's got a reminder, editor, please edit in the button he was actually trying to push.
Oh. These are the bingo winners from our
Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving live stream. I'll read 4, you'll read 3, and then you'll read 4.
Oh, you don't think I could handle fucking 4?
I didn't want to bruise Erica's ego by thinking I could only give her 3.
I appreciate that.
Fair enough.
Horizontal Giraffe, Tank Bear, Mighty Beans, Sarah S.
Jordan Ray, Lazy Miro, Zach R.
Stacy Low Green, Salatar, Gracie, and Zorian.
Look at that. Who's
Thanks.
who of Judgies listeners?
I think
It's wonderful.
I think it's Zorian.
They put pronunciation in the email. Do you want me to read it?
Where did all bingos go?
I deleted them
Oh,
as I was writing their name down.
because I was panicking when I pulled up their story from earlier.
Oh,
I was
no.
like, they don't know how to pronounce their name.
That's so funny. Let me. I very on brand for me. I made it halfway through the pronunciation and stopped reading. I saw Zori and I was like, "That's obvious."
Because I can almost guarantee we've said their name about 8 times and have pronounced it wrong every time. They send us a very nice message being like, hey, you guys actually pronounced my name wrong. And then
Well,
it always gets lost in the sauce.
I was gonna say earlier because you said his name and I was like, "That's got to be wrong," and I was like, maybe that's why they sent in the pronunciation because you say it wrong.
Maybe.
Let me see here. Okay. Zorian. Yeah, Zorian. How about that? Zorian.
Okay.
So not Zorian. Maybe you spell your name differently. Have you ever thought about
Joshua.
that? Zorian?
I apologize for mispronouncing your name.
I do too.
I feel like, don't quote me on this because I'm not going to go back and check, but I feel like you did not tell me this in your Instagram messages to me. So,
Oh, they probably said it way at the beginning.
Well,
They've told us multiple times, and we've done it wrong multiple times.
you've sent me quite a few.
Anywho, whoop-de-woo, shit,
This, that, and the
piss,
third.
shat, and the turd. Let's head on over to the
Weekly bonus episode.
for some goofs, gaffs, drama, and laughs.
Very well, yes.
Erica, where can they frickin' find us
Oh,
on
yeah.
this World Wide Web?
Forgot about that
You
part.
can find us on any social media platforms, probably. The ones that you're on, we're probably on them too. And our handle is at Judgies Pod. That's JUDGIES Pod. If you want to send in a listener submitted story or sound, you can do that at judgiespod@gmail.com. Or if you want to send us some mail, you can do that at P.O. Box 58, Ottawa, Illinois 61350.
Thanks for listening, guys. Can't wait to see you guys over on the bonus episode.
Have a great weekend. Wait, have a great week? Have a great week.
Have a great week. Bye.
Instead of at the end when you guys normally say pisses and kisses, right now, can I say what Ambria sent in? And I think it's
No.
hilarious.
Yep.
No.
Pisses and shits, farts and tits.
Ooh.
Have a good one.